You're listening to the soulful sounds from the underground on Brothers in Arms.
That was kind of nice. I like that. I think you've missed your calling, Greg.
No. Be a podcast radio DJ.
Let's go.
Hmm.
Well, hi everybody.
Good evening.
As it's already been announced, we are your brothers in arms. My name is Patrick. Those two fellas are Greg and Alex. Wait, I went the wrong way again. Greg and Alex. There we go. Pointing with the pinkies tonight. Hi. Hello. We're three brothers from the same mother and father, and this is our weekly podcast. It's actually 2 weeks in a row, guys. Can you believe it? Good times. Let the good times roll. But here we are. We're back at it again. This is our opportunity to catch up with each other, talk about things that have been going on in our lives. And of all things that we started with this evening already have been football, the National Football League, the NFL, if you will. But give us some time, and honestly, these guys will throw you some stats and make my head twirl. You know, I spent the afternoon playing Skyrim, and these guys are rocking out some yeah, this is your pastor speaking. No, but oh man, that's getting thin. Holy cow. I'm up here looking at my hairline going, oh, that's rough. That's why I wear a hat. Hey everybody.
There's the answer.
But this is episode 82 of our podcast. It is 9:17 p.m. on the Eastern Seaboard. It is the 3rd of October, 2021, and we're your hosts, Patrick, Greg, and Alex, and we're glad that you're here. So thanks for joining us. Hopefully you're hanging out with us right now on twitch.tv/brothersinarmspodcast. If you're not, you can catch us when we go live, and we'll say when that goes on our Twitter page at Your BIA Podcast. But here we are, and we're glad that you're here. I haven't exactly looked at our download from last week, but we are consistently getting up there. Actually, let me check that out real quick while I've got the mic. Also, with this being episode 82, that's my birth year, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't it crazy? So it was funny. So this afternoon, Carrie and I, after getting back from church and grabbing a bite to eat with the kids, we're sitting on the couch and I'm scrolling through Facebook, and somebody posted something. I should have saved it because it was just like, wow. But somebody was watching Back to the Future with their kid. I can't remember if it was Back to the Future 1 or 2. It might have been 2, where he goes back to 2015. Anybody?
17. No, okay. It's October 17th, 2015. Sorry.
2015, right.
Yep.
And so Back to the Future, and the kid calmly turns to, I'm guessing it was the father, and says, that's not Back to the Future. That was 6 years ago. and the father laments on Twitter and says something to the effect of, my whole childhood has been wrecked because my future, man, I gotta find it, but it was something to the effect of, I didn't expect to see 2015, and here we are 6 years or 7 years past that. I can't do math. 6 years past that. Yeah. And I gotta find the quote. It was the best. But
days of future past.
I'm sitting here going, I'm with you, man. Like, growing up, I thought when we hit 2000 and I become a quote unquote 18-year-old adult, man, my life is gonna change. It did, but it didn't. And so here I am, 21 years past that. Good gravy. And I'm just, my mind's blown. Like, I can't. Mm-hmm. So there you go.
No, the I know we're getting old, brother, is so for starters, if they see the 1 in your, so you know, obviously you don't have any situations where you get checked for ID.
No.
I still get asked every once in a while. You know, we nice. We like to go to, yeah, right, young man.
Good job.
But you show them your ID, and as soon as they see the 1 in the year They're like, "Oh, you're good," and you have to. You're like, "Wait, wait." Oh my goodness.
We're old.
That makes perfect sense now. That if they see the 1 in your birth date of your year, they know you're over, at the minimum, you're over the age of 18. And here, starting next year, they're going to know you're over the age of 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. No, we're talking about it, and we're getting old.
You know what? That's okay. That's okay. I will be 40 years old in June. 40. 40. 40. That's just mind blowing. Like I can't fathom reaching that age because now don't get me wrong, mom and dad might be listening right now. Dad threatened that he would do it, and that's fine.
He did. I talked to him on the way home, and he did mention this. Yes.
I'm glad for that. But growing up, being born and then growing up for the first 6 years without you guys, and then 6 and 7, you guys coming along, mom and dad were always adults. Mom and dad were always, they always knew what was going on. They always knew what was going on in my life, and they always knew what was best for me.
Right.
And so my mentality, my age, like they have been perpetually in my mind 30 something, 34, 35, whatever. They've always been that age. And so growing up, I got married and still like in my mindset, my parents are still like 36, 37, 38. Like they never got out of the 30s in my mindset. Okay. So bear with me for just a second. So growing up, they were in their 30s. Getting married, they were in their 30s. Had my kids, they were maybe 41, maybe 42, maybe something along those lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be 40 next year in June. And I'm like, there's no way. My parents aren't getting older. They're not. And yet I talked to dad today and he was like, man, I'm feeling it. I'm looking forward to retirement. I'm sitting here going, what are you talking about? Hey, shut up, Alex.
Me too. Sorry.
So I've just,
not to be rude, just
oh man, like this is nuts. Like my parents don't get old. They don't. They've always been and they always will be. Yes, my senior. Yes, my my point of, wisdom and my point of love and encouragement and grace but they don't get old. And so yeah, that's been a definitely an eye opener for me these last couple of years, I guess, as I creep closer to 40. So yeah, there you go, boys. There you go.
So another few statistics to make you feel old real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Why not?
Because
Pile it on.
Liz has chimed in.
Oh, well, happy you're here, Liz, as I try and swipe over that fantastic balding spot.
Well, that's why my hair's long on the top of. Otherwise, it's,
I'm thinking of shaving it all off. What do you think, guys?
It's up to you.
Keep the beard.
Yeah, but just go the bald route on the side, on the top side. I'm gonna do the center first. Wait, hold on. Look just like this.
You have like a reverse
like
mullet. Just hair on the side, no hair on top.
Yeah.
It's a reverse mohawk, but continue.
So, Liz says, I've met a couple of people recently, right, since we moved boats, and Liz has been trying to integrate herself in all the wife groups, so that we have that support group that we've been building. And guys, we're old. I don't know if y'all know this, but new service members stay about the same age. So it's like Matthew McConaughey.
I keep getting older and they stay the same.
They stay the same.
Yeah.
So, one of the group of people that we're closer to, she was born in 2001. She's they're about to have their first child, and the way that the math worked out, Liz is halfway in age between her and her mom. Yeah. So the lady who's about to have a kid, her mom, the distance between her age and Liz's age is the same distance between Liz's age and that lady's mom's age. Even better, there are certain parents, there are people in the military right now that are parents that were not even alive when Shrek came out.
When does Shrek ever become the litmus test for things? It is the line that we draw.
Shrek is the Shrek is the line.
Yeah.
Shrek is the line.
Oh man.
Also,
Shine your
Samson's in with
shoes
us,
like
guys.
you're-
Samson says hello again.
Oh, what's up, Samson?
Hey. No, that I'd still like case in point. I mean, we're talking about the whole like age thing. The Matrix. Or actually, better yet, we talked about it. We talked about it last week. I think we mentioned it. So Cowboy Bebop, right? Exciting. Cowboy Bebop is they're making a live action of Cowboy Bebop. The anime came out in the 90s.
Yep.
We watched it like it had already been a thing for 5, 6, 7, 10 years.
Right.
When we started watching it. Patrick, I still remember. I don't remember how you found it.
Anime
but I remember
in high school.
All right, so there it is. So you saw it in the anime club. We all three got hooked, fell in love with the story and the music, and just thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. That anime came out before most of the kids that I work with were born.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my goodness. Video games is the other fun one. I tell them like, yeah, no, like I played it. I remember this game on my Nintendo, and they're like, you had a Nintendo? I'm like, yeah, I had a Nintendo. Like, you didn't?
No, got it the
No,
year it came
no,
out. Got it the Christmas it came out.
They're talking about remembering when they're they're like, oh yeah, no, like I remember playing like my parents' Xbox. And I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
I played yes. Love that anime. But
Yes, sir.
I bought an Xbox with my own money. Just like, oh man. Anyways, yeah, no, that's been fun. Boy, what you been up to this week? What how have things been going?
Trying to survive, man.
There you go. Yeah.
Hanging in there.
Are you up to here? Where are you up to?
Mm.
Oh, forehead. Bless you.
I'm all the way up, dude.
Bless
So you gotta lean back to breathe.
Mm-hmm. So my counterpart in the office has been gone all this week. So it's just been me putting out fires, which has been interesting.
Lots of fires?
Lots of fires.
Mm.
And then I had duty yesterday, and I got home this morning. And there's a couple of things we have to do, yearly or every 2 years, depending. And one of them is dropping all the power on the boat and doing cleaning inspects of the distribution centers.
Huh.
Which is usually, it takes about a day. So we drop it off in quadrants.
To inspect or to clean?
Both.
Okay.
So they started on Friday night, and actually they started Friday afternoon. That was just one of the reasons why I got to go home at like 1 on Friday. It was kind of nice. But I left. I came back in on Saturday morning, and they still weren't done with it.
Ooh.
Yeah. So they finished up while I was on watch, and then the plan was to do the restoration. That was going to be me, but then they found something, and we couldn't re-energize. So we had to send a whole bunch of stuff off, talk to a whole bunch of different people, try and figure a whole bunch of different things out as to what we needed to do and why. And it just turned into this huge process. It was literally almost a day and a half later, after tagging everything out, that we got power back.
Wow.
Yeah, it was terrible, absolutely terrible.
How do you survive on a boat without power?
Flashlights?
Really?
Yeah.
Air?
Nope.
Yikes.
Open all the doors. Hope that the air comes down from the hangar bay.
Hope that the air comes down.
Oh yeah, I tried to take a nap on Saturday afternoon, and I slept for about half an hour. And I woke up in a pool of my own sweat.
Ew.
That's gross, dude.
Oh yeah.
You're sleeping in a bread box.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, my office wasn't any better. I went and sat in my office for a little bit on Saturday to, be somewhere, be right next to a phone if they needed me. And it was pitch black. Absolute pitch black in there. So I took my boots off, put my feet up on the chair, tried to take a nap in there. It was also hot.
They didn't know.
No.
So, dude, they got these things called USB power packs.
You don't say.
Are we doing one of these again?
You take
What?
one of those
Yeah.
and you
This
plug
is-
it into one of those fans. You know, the
Yeah.
fans that have like a USB toggle on
Yeah.
the back? Oh, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
USB powered fans are not allowed aboard Navy ships, right?
No.
Really?
They're a fire hazard.
Aren't you a trained fireman?
I am.
I don't think it works that way, PT.
I don't think so.
Oh.
You're not. He's supposed to stop the fires, not start them.
Yep.
We didn't start the fire.
Oh, I was singing that as I was walking out as we were re-energizing.
I didn't do it.
I got called back in, and the officer that was in charge was like, "Richmond, really?" I was like, "Yes, sir." He goes, "That was pretty funny." All right, continue. So I
Carry on.
That made me
Classic.
laugh.
Yeah.
Classic.
That guy used to be a chief though, so he's a pretty fantastic individual. I love that man.
He gets the yoke.
Oh, he gets it. He gets it. Yoke is no joke, man.
Oh.
But dude, there's a dad joke for you.
Yeah.
So PT, what's been up with you? How things this week?
Busy. We had to shut the store down for a week because of situations. So that helped us. That helped us get stuff. Like, I wore uniform all week, and it was amazing. It really was. It was amazing. I got to do some things in the office that I haven't been able to touch in a couple months. Grateful for that. Got to come home every night, eat dinner with my family. Blessings, let me tell you, blessings. And I also got to sit down and watch a really lousy movie
Ooh,
with my son. Yeah, it was great.
what's the lousy movie?
So, October 1, the new Venom movie came out. Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Oh yeah.
And so Philip wants to go see this movie with his buddies. Sure. Well, Dad, do you want to watch the first one with me? Sure. So I went to the library, picked it up, got it for free. Thank God it was free. And
You're like, I'm glad I didn't have to pay for that.
yeah, so I sat down and we, had reclining chairs, got to adjust the volume all we wanted to. It was great. And we sat and we watched this movie. And to be honest, gentlemen, I was not impressed. I was not impressed. At one point, I turned to Philip and I said, "You know that guy was Bane in Batman, right?" He said, "No way." I said, "Yeah."
The punishment will be most severe.
And he was like, "No way." I was like, "Yeah, dude, that's Chris Hardy." And so
Tom
that
Hardy.
was Tom Hardy, Chris Hardy, Chris Farley, Chris Hemsworth, Chris
Evans.
Dude,
Chris
Tom.
Pratt.
Tom.
Tom.
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
I was born in the dark.
So yeah, that was probably the highlight of my movie. Besides his last line, like a turd in the wind. Like a turd in the wind. Yeah, that was funny. But that was about it. I was a little, not a little. I was mostly disappointed with Tom Hardy's portrayal of Eddie Brock, but that's okay. And the fact that fiance dumped him, it was rough. It was really rough. But they open it up for a bunch of other things. I kind of hope this one is good. This next one, Let There Be Carnage.
They're showing stuff for it already.
But it's funny. We watched this movie, and afterwards, Philip was like, "Oh, well, it only got a 30 on Rotten Tomatoes." I was like,
That's not good.
"That makes sense. That makes sense." So, this one is supposed to be pivotal. It's supposed to be really good. We'll see what happens. It was a nice surprise, though, to see Stan Lee in this one. It was cool to see his cameo. I thought it was nice. He was walking a dog, and he talked. He talked to both Eddie and Venom. It was neat. And
Was
so
that one of his last? Was that one of his last cameos?
I teared a little. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. So yeah, did that. Watched that. Wouldn't watch it again. Not if I had to. So, yep. And then this weekend was haha! I got to go fishing yesterday.
Lucky.
What'd we get?
Yep. Took the kayak out. I only got a bass, just one. But I got to fish 3 different bodies of water in about 2-3 hours.
Nice.
So
Nice.
it was good. If anything, it was nice to get out. It was beautiful watching the sparrows. Somebody did kill a coyote though, and they left it right by the entrance into one of them, into the water, and I didn't see it until I was leaving. And this coyote was probably tip of tail to snout, probably about 5 feet long.
Oh
It was a
wow.
big coyote. He was relatively big. I almost thought it was a dog, but then yeah, it was definitely a coyote. So yeah, that was interesting. Caused me to look over my shoulder much more after that. So, but yeah, there you go. That was my
Nice.
weekend or week.
Well, I had a few days off. I had put in for some leave
Good for
and
you.
just needed to take care of some stuff around the house and kind of do a little bit of, home stuff. So I built a ramp for my shed. I was kind of proud of that. That was kind of fun.
Well,
And
good for
then
you, man.
been watching. So Brandy and I have gotten into, I don't know why, I don't know what started it or why we're doing it, but we have been watching, she was home for a couple days and we had started and we kind of continued it. We are marathoning the Harry Potter films.
Hey, that's a good one. October's nice.
Right, yeah. Now, the beginning, I mean, we started it last month, but the fact is we've already watched the first 5 films, and we're probably going to finish the last 3 here in the next, soon. But
Harry Potter. Harry
I
Potter.
just, Harry Potter, Harry Potter. Never as Snape, never as Snape, never as Snape. It's funny. I saw a TikTok of a dude at a Ren fair with a whip, and yeah, already this story gets interesting.
We're going there. All right,
We're going there, boys.
Buckle up, boys.
He was snapping this whip back and forth like in time, in front of him, and he started doing the Severus Snape.
Really?
And all of the adults, and this was why it was funny, and I'm sure that's why someone recorded it. At the front of the stage, nearest to him, were all these little kids, and they're all just sitting there staring dumbfounded. And in the background, you could hear all the parents yelling out the Dumbledore, Ronald Weasley,
Classic.
Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Hermione. You know, as they're calling it out, and it just like again, it made me laugh because it. Case in point, I still remember we were living in Louisville at the time when the third book had come out.
Mm.
And I think by that point is when, I don't know, Alex, you didn't start reading when the first book came out, right? Like it took you a little bit?
Neither of us did. We got them for Christmas one year. We
That's
got the
right.
first and second one for Christmas. You got the first one, I got the second one.
So we got the books, and we got pulled into the world of Harry Potter. And I still remember, Patrick, you took us to see the first film
Nice.
in theaters.
I did it.
So, and I think by that point, the fourth book was about to come out. And we followed, Alex, I know you and I both, I think we followed that series all the way through high school.
Mm.
And the last book, I remember this vividly. The seventh and final book came out when I was already in the Marine Corps. And so I'm 18 years old, and I am still completely addicted to Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
My roommate and I, at the time, drove, 45 minutes, I think.
No way.
From where we were stationed in Beaufort at the time. We drove to the next town over to a Walmart that was open at midnight
To pick
so
it up.
that we could pick up a copy of Harry Potter.
Awesome.
And then drove back to the house, back to the barracks, got back to base. And I don't think I slept that night. I'm pretty sure I stayed up the entire night reading. So, yeah.
I was working at
Good
camp.
times.
Were you really?
Mm-hmm. I was the head lifeguard at camp that year.
That's awesome.
And Captain Bernard Toland came around and he was asking people if they wouldn't mind if he picked it up because it was during the middle of the week. None of us could leave. So he went to the Walmart in Canton.
Wow.
And picked one up for me and then brought it back. And I also did not sleep that night.
Yeah.
I finished it, I think, in the morning right after breakfast.
You read it faster than I did. It took me,
Jeez.
I'm pretty sure it took me a couple days to get through it completely, but
I didn't stop. I literally, I took it with me to breakfast. I ate breakfast. And then I literally walked over to the pool and, sat there until we were about ready to start cleaning. And I finished up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the year prior to that, we went and got the sixth one with, it was me and Greg, Mom, and then, Katie Showers and Big John Hilliard. The five of us in a minivan going out to Target, or Walmart. Same Walmart.
was that? No.
Yep.
We didn't, because that book wasn't released. The sixth book, The Half-Blood Prince, wasn't released during the summer. I thought that book, because that one came out during the school year.
They've all been summer books. Every
Really?
single one of them. Yep. Yeah, because I went and bought the fourth one with Mom again during July. Because
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. She tried to time them around her birthday.
Aw.
I mean, it's Harry Potter's birthday, so obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
She tried to time them around July 31st, so they always released around there.
that's awesome.
And then the movies were Christmas movies, so it was
Always Christmas movies. Yeah.
It was November for the first one.
Mm.
I think
be.
the poster that I got was like late November. It was right around Thanksgiving.
Half-Blood Prince, July 16th, 2005. Why do I remember being so angry? I remember in high school, like some of the guys were running around spoiling the book.
Oh, no way.
You remember that?
You were a slow reader, dude. No offense.
None taken,
There
jerk.
it is.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were done with that by the time band camp rolled around.
That's probably it. For some reason I feel like I remember like wanting to kick someone because Snape kills Dumbledore. Snape kills Dumbledore.
Spoilers, dude.
Spoiler, dude.
Oh, we are well past the Gilligan rule at this point, gentlemen.
The Gilligan rule, please explain.
The Gilligan rule. So you're supposed to give 2 weeks.
Why? Because
Uh,
Gilligan said so.
You know what? I know
Yeah.
I know it's called the Gilligan rule.
Please tell. Do tell.
I thought the Gilligan rule was never build a boat because then the show would end.
You're
I
not
mean-
wrong.
They invented telephone or coconut telephone. They literally they could have made a boat.
Don't make a boat or the show ends. That's funny. I like that. Looking it up, Greg?
Liz says
I am. Go ahead.
Liz says wasn't 6th the year that spoilers leaked a lot? People who worked in bookstores leaked Dumbledore's death, and others who had access accidentally.
In bookstores of all places? Come on.
No, I remember seeing all the advertisements for it, and all of them were Severus Snape friend or foe. They hyped up Snape a lot in all the advertisements before that book.
What a jerk move, though.
Yeah,
I mean, in bookstores? Come on.
I mean, we were not very nice people in bookstores.
But it's like, we've got your select choice of drug here, and we're just gonna turn you away from it right now.
I mean, in all honesty, you're gonna read it anyway, whether I tell you what happens or not.
Come on.
You want to find out how it happens.
It's still a jerk move.
It is, in fact.
Yeah, that's pretty rude.
Dumbledore!
So there's a Gilligan's Islands rule when it comes to. I'm seeing a bunch of things for colleges. They says so basically the Gilligan's Island rule is you may work with anyone provided you don't take a written record away from the meeting, including notes, electronic notes, white, blackboard, etc., and then indulge in at least half an hour of mindless activity before doing your task. Gilligan's Island is a 60s TV show that sets the standard for mindlessness.
What?
So that's not it.
No.
That is not what you were looking for. These are not the droids you're looking for. Interesting, though, that you found something like that.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
I don't know. Weird.
Yep.
But
2-week rule on spoilers.
Bert, what? Bert?
Heyo.
Listening.
Oh, I don't know.
I am listening.
I Am Legend?
I am legend.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Hear me roar. Rawr.
Because I am a tiger.
The Legend of Korra.
The eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight.
There's so many ways you could go with that. I love it. Alright. Well, whose week is it?
It's not mine, because I did it last week.
I think it was
Oh, you-
supposed to be mine, and Greg took it over. So whose
That's
week is
I
it?
did. Tag, you're it.
Alright, Greg, what you got?
I don't have anything prepped early.
It's you.
Don't you dare.
It's you.
I invoke the... I invoke... I don't know what I invoke. I invoke something.
Something, huh?
Something. Dark side.
Something wicked this way comes.
Something
Doom,
wicked
doom,
this
doom,
way
doom,
comes.
doom, doom. You want me to pull something up real quick?
Nope. I think I got it.
Hike.
Score update.
I got it.
Punt.
Patriots are in the lead.
7-3.
7-3.
Who's that?
Oh,
Are we talking football again?
yes.
We are.
My bad.
So this is the game everyone's been looking forward to. This is the most exciting game or most anticipated game of the season thus far. Just because it's the first time since Brady left the Pats
Uh-huh.
that he's going to be playing against them.
Huh.
Yeah. So, and they're playing at home. They're playing, the Patriots are playing at home. So, Tom Brady is going into Gillette Stadium for the first time as an opposing player
Not
to the
wearing
team that he played with for 20 years.
Fascinating.
So, there we go. We're looks like they made a field goal. So we're ending the half 6-7, and I know the Bucks elected to kick for the first half, so they're going to be receiving. So they're going to start with the ball in the second half.
Interesting.
So
Well, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I was paying none whatsoever.
I really don't care, but
I listen.
He does not care.
I'm
Hey.
a fan.
Hey.
I like sports.
But
Oh, it's a
Hey.
lot of cheese. Hey.
uh,
Hey.
Hey.
I'm about to stuff some of that in an olive.
Hey.
That'll taste awesome.
I'm trying to find something. I'm sorry.
I'm writing that down.
It's a ball of prosciutto with
Oh,
some goat
dude.
cheese around on the outside.
Not surf. Stuff.
Stuff that in some olives.
Stuff some of that in an olive. Thank you.
So there's not much left. I know anyone that's watching this doesn't that actually gets to see. So I got a wonderful charcuterie board made for me, and this is kind of what's left of it, unfortunately.
Can you spell that?
Charcuterie?
Starts with
Yeah.
a C.
Yeah, just say charcuterie.
He's not kidding.
Not kidding.
So you got to ask. I'm not going to say her name because it's going to set grandma's off. But when you say her name, ask her to play Petite Biscuit. Just say Petite Biscuit. And when you say it, listen to her respond back as to what you're actually going to be listening to. Okay? Just enjoy that. So, Petite Biscuit. Ask her.
Spell it or
No.
say it?
Say it. So, you say her name, then ask her to play
Stuffed
Petite
olive.
Biscuit. Oh, stuffed olive. Nice. You will get a kick out of it.
Hold on. Stand by.
What are we standing by for? Oh, he's trying to ask his device something.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Sorry,
now it's
Grandma.
playing music.
Right. You didn't hear her say it back to you, though?
Yep. Well, I can see the words.
Is that a petty biscuit?
It's Petit Biscuit. But if you ask them to play Petit Biscuit, she'll be like, I don't understand. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Sorry, headphone users.
That olive just went everywhere.
Well, it was a jalapeno stuffed olive
Mmm.
with goat cheese. It was really good.
Dude, you
Yeah.
his he might need to sleep with a gas mask tonight.
Probably. He gonna kill himself.
I didn't know how to
From
say that
gas.
politely.
What?
You might need a gas mask tonight.
It's not going to smell that bad,
Mm.
if anything.
A jalapeno stuffed olive with goat cheese?
Yeah. That's
Dude,
got
dude,
see the jalapeno in there.
you must hate your innards.
I couldn't do that.
I
this
tell
late.
them what I want,
Die!
and then wash it all down with a nice rosé.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
Mm. All these uplifting things are coming through. So, gentlemen,
Yeah.
what lifts your spirits when life gets you down?
Aww.
Oh,
So, are we looking for an extended answer here, or are we looking for... Is this a flash question?
I mean, extended's fine.
Extended's fine?
I don't have
Okay,
any other
sweet.
ones behind it, so.
All right. All right. So, I'm going to my kids here because this is one that that rocks my world. So, I got both my kids in the praise band with me now. And so, for those who are listening, I'm a pastor at the Salvation Army, and I get to preach and teach. And I also lead most of the music. And for
I didn't
well,
make it my mouth.
since June, when we had a core helper, he and his wife went to training. I've kind of had to take over the leadership of the praise band. And Philip has been playing the bass guitar with us. I play acoustic. Samson Ezekiel over there, he's bouncing between an acoustic and electric. And we have a new drummer. His name is Sam. But Julia has joined us in vocals, and so she sings with the microphone, and she does an extremely good job. But there is something about in the moment of worship, and I can look over and I can see both of them not just participating but worshiping as well. Fellas, I can't tell you the amount of joy that fills me with, because I can hope and pray that I'm doing the right thing in raising my family alongside my wife, raising my family, raising our children in a way that is honoring and encouraging and uplifting. And when I see them doing what I hoped and prayed for them for years, and seeing them enjoy it and get a satisfaction out of it, it blesses me beyond anything I've ever experienced. So yeah, that's what fills me when I can see my kids and see them. And it's not just in what I do. So let me back it up with that as well. So it's not them doing what I want them to do. It's seeing them love who they are and what they are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so again, it's not a prideful moment on my part. It's seeing them loving who they are and what they are doing. That's what fills me.
Fantastic. Greg, what about you, man?
What uplifts my spirit?
When you feel down.
So anything, not anything, specifically things that allow me to disconnect from, usually the thing that gets me down is, probably, kind of, it's usually situational, right? It's, what's going on in my personal life, what's going on with work, something along those lines. So the thing that without fail always lifts my spirit, music
Mm.
is one. I have Sirius XM in my car, and it gives me no end of joy to be able to turn that on and set up a radio station. And I definitely, depending on what it is, I will be singing at the top of my lungs going down the highway, going home, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
The time spent with, when I get the opportunity, when I get Zoe, I took Zoe up to New York last Thanksgiving. It's most of it, so it's been about a year. Actually, we're fast approaching about a year. When I took Zoe up to New York for a week, and we went hunting, and I got Zoe out into the woods in the fall for the first time. But more specifically, too, even just me personally getting out and not being connected to my phone, and just being out in nature and in the woods, and it's therapeutic. It really is. Anytime, if I'm already looking forward to this season and just getting a chance to be up there, and excited about this year, because I know a lot of the folks that weren't there the last year because of COVID are planning on being there this year. And I'm very excited for that, to see a lot of those folks again. Um, yeah, fishing, hunting, um, music. Those are the things that, and all tied into spending time with family.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I got you.
How about you, Boyo?
Asking a 2-year-old questions.
Oh my.
So I have recently discovered the joy of this, since coming back home,
Sure.
and it's been glorious, right? It has been absolutely glorious because her vocabulary, Liz has been working with her so much. She's been going through, and she can tell you every letter of the alphabet,
Awesome.
and she'll pick them out as they're reading her books before bedtime. But she has favorite words when it comes to answering a question. And for a while it was yes, then it became yep, and every once in a while she'll go no. So it's always interesting because you ask her, "Are you okay?" Yep. You sure? No. Okay. What's going on? Happy. Okay, cool. All right, that's good. So what do you want to do? Color. She wants to color all day, every day.
Awesome.
Does not matter. And before I came up here, and obviously she does not like going to bed because there's all sorts of wonderful things that happen in the middle of the night
yeah.
that she doesn't know about. So she wants to, see all those wonderful things. But we rolled around on the floor of the living room for probably a good 20 minutes. And that, in all honesty, was probably the highlight of my day.
Mm.
Is just messing around. We got her to say the words "spooky ghost" today, and the S's aren't exactly there yet, so it's Pooky ghost, and it just it makes me
precious.
smile.
Amen.
It brings me joy. So, all right,
Pooky ghost.
Pooky ghost. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate your answers for me. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Good on you for picking that out. Thank you.
Good question.
Aw, it changed Pooky to Polly.
Aw.
It's a polyghost?
It's a Polly ghost.
Oh my.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
it's Poulter's sister.
Ah. Polygeist.
Oh my.
Ah, Bruzzi!
Polygot? How
Pooky
many languages do you
ghost!
speak?
Pocket?
All about that bass.
Pocket monsters? Monster Hunter.
No trouble.
Megan Trainer.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ooh, Chicago Bears beat the Detroit Lions.
I told you this earlier.
You did.
Why do you care about? Why do you care?
I was listening.
The Lions are 0-4 now.
With Jared Goff. They got rid of Matt Stafford. That dude is trash.
Oh man, that hurts.
They have Jared Goff. They have a top tier quarterback. What is
You want to
wrong
see?
with the
You want
Lions?
to? You want to see sadness, PT? You need to go and watch. So they played the Ravens last week, and they
You don't wanna
lost to
watch
the
that.
Ravens in the last 6 seconds of the game.
What? How'd they lose in the last 6 seconds?
After the Ravens kicker knocked a NFL record 66-yard field goal.
Holy cow!
Yeah, it's worth watching. It's worth watching. You can Google it, find it on YouTube.
My goodness.
Find the one that has like the last 20 minutes of the game and just watch it. You'll thank me later. It's absolutely epic.
Wow.
So gentlemen, I fear for the calendar
Why do you fear for the calendar?
because its days
all
are
its days are
numbered.
numbered. That's right.
Uh-huh.
Hey, what's the difference between a politician and a flying pig?
one doesn't tell the truth, or if you throw them both out the window, they still fly.
No, it's not appropriate. I shouldn't have asked. I'm sorry.
Oh.
After I read the punchline, I was like, oh, yep, back up. Never mind.
Oh man. What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie?
Dapper.
Sophisticated.
Sophisticated, yeah. I had the rudest, slowest, nastiest cashier today.
Self-checkout?
I guess it's my own fault for using the self-checkout lane. Yeah.
That'll do it.
No.
How do you follow Will Smith in the snow?
Look for his Fresh Prince.
Follow the Fresh Prince.
6 was scared of 7 because 7, 8, 9. 4 witnessed everything, but 2 squared to tell anyone. Uh-huh.
I understood that reference.
That was math. I don't math.
Yeah.
I don't run.
I thought that I thought the dryer was shrinking my clothes.
Turns out you're just fat.
No, it turns out it was the refrigerator all along.
Hey, are monsters good at math?
Yes.
Not unless you count Dracula.
Yeah.
Speaking of, dear math, grow up and solve your own problems.
Yeah. 3 conspiracy theorists walk into a bar. You can't tell me that's just a coincidence.
Or did they?
Or did
So, have you
they?
have you guys heard about the new chocolate record player?
No.
No.
Yeah, it sounds pretty sweet.
This is for me. What kind of exercises do lazy people do?
Not run.
I don't run.
No, diddly squats.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a story. I'll tell you guys later. That one's not appropriate for the channel. But,
Damn it,
Okay, I
Um,
love Chinese food as much as the next guy, but you'll never convince me that a chicken fried the rice. Alex is like, I'm done.
what did the one wall say to the other?
There's something between us, a corner between us, something
I'll
around the
meet you.
corner.
I'll meet you in the corner.
I'll meet you in the corner. There you go. When you boil a funny bone, it becomes a laughing stock. That's humorous.
I haven't heard this one in a while. What did the baby corn say to mama corn?
I don't know. What did baby corn say?
Where's popcorn?
Oh.
That's humorous.
That is humorous.
A ghost that used to haunt me as a kid visited me again last night. Gave me deja vu.
I don't trust trees.
You don't? Why don't
No,
you trust trees?
They seem kind of shady.
Oh, I thought it was because they always leave. Ha.
Oh,
Why is it a bad idea to eat a clock?
something time.
Oh, very good. It's time consuming, and you
Time
always
consuming.
want seconds.
Why don't eggs tell each other jokes?
I'm not sure.
They'd crack each other up.
Hey, what's the longest word in the English language? Smiles. The first and the last letter are a mile apart.
Oh man. Oh,
Hey, Lola.
this is a great line. Dad, can you put the cat out? Dad says, I didn't know it was on fire.
Oh, the dog's on fire. Have you seen that guy yet?
No. Oh, man.
It's classic.
All right, you have to send me that one.
Yeah, I'll find it for you. My boss said I find it highly suspicious that you are only sick on weekdays. I said it must be my weekend immune system.
Yeah.
Meh.
I used to be addicted to soap, but I'm clean now.
One of my favorites, boys. You know it. What do you call a fish without an eye? Classic.
Do you want a
Alright.
box? Do you want a box for your leftovers? No, but I'll rescue you for them.
But I'll wrestle you for them.
That was funny. That made me laugh.
I don't care who you are. It's funny right there.
That's right. Today, a man knocked on my door and asked for a small donation towards the local swimming pool. So I gave him a glass of water. All right, Lola, go lay down. Go on, I pet you.
Go lay down,
And-
Lola.
Gentlemen, what country's capital is growing the fastest?
China?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Ireland, because every day it's Dublin.
Ah, ah,
Ah,
ah.
eh.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. That about wraps up our show for this evening of Brothers in Arms podcast. We are your brothers, Patrick, Craig, and Alex. So glad you could join us. Thank you for being here. Those who are on our Twitch chat, twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms podcast. You can also find out when we're going live on Twitter at your BIA podcast. You can also catch this show and all of our past episodes back to episode, I think, 14. You can find that on our YouTube channel, and that is Brothers in Arms Podcast. It's all one word. It's got our fantastic faces as the image. And so yeah, you can check us. You can check us out there, and we'd love to have you. We appreciate the views, the likes, the smiles, the thumbs up, whatever you give us, because that helps us to show up in people's algorithms. It's also interesting to note that our most viewed show is the one that I entitled Master Has Given Dobby a Sock. So I don't know if it's because of the Harry Potter reference.
Gotta be the Harry
But-
Potter reference.
But yeah, that is our most viewed episode. I think it's up to like 43 or 40 something. It's crazy. So thanks again for hanging out with us. We truly do appreciate you. Gentlemen, any parting remarks as we head away? Oh, Greg just ate another gut buster of an olive. Here we go.
Got it. Drink water.
Just keep swimming.
Oh,
Change your socks. Take Motrin.
Alex got it.
there you go. And Greg just says, just keep swimming.
Change your socks on the boat, because bad things happen if you don't.
Athlete's foot.
Athletes.
It gets nasty.
Also
you
wear your
don't run.
shower shoes.
It's just nasty. Yeah, wear your shower shoes.
All right.
Shower in flip flops.
You know, I'm not one to push positive thinking necessarily, but I will say this. If you want to see a change, make it up here first.
Mm-hmm.
And when you make it up here, more often than not, the rest of you follows. So, be the change. Change first. See what happens. And check on your brothers.
Amen.
Not just your physicality brothers. Wait, but genetic brothers? Don't just check on your brothers. Check on your boys. Check on your friends. Check on
Your
each other.
people you think you call family.
Reach out, whatever it takes. Just tell them you love them. Share with them. Hug them if you got them.
Mm.
So, there you go. All right. Well, boys, it's been fun. Thank you very much.
Always.
Yeah, man.
Love you guys.
Love you too.
Y'all take care. We'll catch you next time. Bye now.
Okay, bye.
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 Dumbledore.
You're listening to the sounds of the underground.
He really wants that job.
This is my voice.
Yeah. I don't have the deep timbre. I have to drop it down here. And that is
You are listening to Brothers in Arms podcast.
all rights reserved.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Those are now sound bites because they're recorded.
Yeah.
And as always, try the veal. I'm here till Thursday.
Why the veal?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Lounge
It's
singer
a
thing?
Shrek. It's a Shrek reference. Come on, y'all.
Oh, my bad. And we've come full circle.
And we have come full circle.
That works.
That works.
All right. Night, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.